Hello my friends, how are you doing? This is a cooperation with RoboMar. We tested these styles for you. All of them work at the first try. None of them use a brand name or an artist name. So the first one I have for you here is Patchwork Collage Portrait of a beautiful woman. In version 4, of course, look how amazing that looks, how creative that is. And of course, you can do other things with the do. I like the details. I like how these kind of different art styles and patches here come together. So I'm absolutely in love with this. Let's go to the next one. We have the phantasmal iridescent lion. You can also do other animals or portraits, stuff like that. And this kind of cosmic, floating, very colorful, beautiful style is just mind-blowing. I think you can also do this for covers, wallpapers, prints, all kind of things. This style is just something a lot of people will fall in love with. Next, we have something more classic, young, handsome man, op art style. You get these beautiful lines, but at the same time a very nice portrait. Of course, like I said, you can do other things, but this has some classic style to it, but at the same time a very beautiful and kind of minimal expression at the same time. I could absolutely see me hang this as a picture in my home. Next, we have the diagrammatic drawing of a coffee machine. This is really cool because it creates these kind of technical images with a lot of details here and kind of fake text around it. So that can be very cool and can also be a very nice decoration. But on top of that, you can also use this for portrait styles. Look at how creative this is, how strange at the same time. I love these kind of details. That could be a book cover or a CD cover or vinyl cover. It looks so great and so creative, and it really sparks your imagination when you look at these details. Absolutely beautiful. Next, we have the good old double exposure of a man in the forest. You can combine anything you want, and I think that Midjourney version 4 does a really great job where this actually looks like two photos combined together. But here's a hint, try this maybe also out with different other art styles and see what you get from that. Next, the good old pixel style. I added low-res pixel art as a term here. And another hint here, try to use color combinations, for example, green on black or other kind of colors to create even more classic, iconic display styles from the past. And as you can see here, the artworks that are created is very creative, and at the same time, you actually see what is going on. So this could be perfect also for game designers. Next, a little bit of Christmas theme here, the paper cut craft, paper illustration, Christmas style. This not only works for Christmas, you can do any kind of subject and create these beautiful results. Again, try different color combinations to get more variation in there and to create different kind of expression. For example, pastel colors, different gray colors, things like that. This one here is one of my favorite style. It's called the urban art sketch. And here we have a watercolor sketch. So that means in the classic art style, you would first do the drawing with a pencil and then colorize it with watercolors. It's a beautiful, iconic style that, as you can see here, also works very well from the perspective. And you can use this, for example, as book illustrations, but also as decoration for your home. The next one I'm absolutely in love with. It's the ornate dark fantasy cover of an eagle. Also in version 4, this is kind of missing here from the text, but I love the details. I love the expressiveness. Look how the eyes are glowing, and the cover element makes it so you get these kind of very expressive lines and expressive styles for that. Try this out with any kind of other animal or subject you want. Next, we have something again that is more crazy. It's the analytic drawing of a man. Again, Midjourney is coming up with these really crazy lines here, but they have such an artistic expression that are at the same time a nice decoration, but also give you something to think about when looking at the drawing. Here we have something super cute, the 3D 32-bit isometric anime food stand. That works with a lot of different subjects. It gives you these really cool isometric sculptures, you could almost say. Again, this could be cool for game designers too. And it has such a lovely style that is so cute. And at the same time, you see all these little details in here. So there is so much to explore in these images. And here I have a more Western version of the same thing. We have a house from 1929 in an isometric illustration style. You can see how this is also isometric, but has a different kind of expression and is a little bit less playful, but at the same time has again these beautiful details that you can sink in, and it just creates these little magical worlds. Next, again, one of my favorite styles, the ukiyo-e art portrait of a beautiful man. This looks pretty modern for ukiyo-e, but I really like the results that Midjourney is creating after all. The expressiveness, the cool style, and also look at the swagger this guy has here. The beard and everything, the clothing here with the flowers, just amazing. Absolutely stylish and really cool image. Here's another favorite of mine, the ornamental watercolor of a lion. The word ornamental is really important here because it creates all of these small details, but also it turns the mane of the lion into all of these different creative elements here. So that is absolutely beautiful. Look at all the details it has created here in the face. And of course, the three other variations had different kind of creative ideas in there. So you can play really a lot with this prompt, ornamental watercolor. Test it out and post your results in my Facebook group. Next, we have the stained glass window portrait of a beautiful man, and this guy is really dripping, but at the same time, I really like the composition and how there is even this kind of blue light put into the stained glass creation of the portrait, and then these beautiful design details around them that have kind of an aura around his head to have more focus on his face. So absolutely beautiful prompt. Here is something for the tech geeks, the scooter infographic illustration. Again, this creates these kind of mock infographics with all kinds of mock details in here and text and all these kind of things. But you can see how cool the style is, how inspirational it is. Again, I think this could be a really cool decoration or just a fun image. And you can use this for all kinds of objects and designs and get this kind of amazing infographic style. Here's also a hint, if you're a designer, you can use these kind of color information since also the composition of the infographic as an inspiration for an actual infographic. The next style is again super cute, the futuristic house plasticine. This is the important part here. This gives this kind of plastic looking 3D kind of shape with the really nice pastel colors. Everything flows together in a very strange but beautiful way. I absolutely love it. And I also love the futuristic house design that Midjourney came up with. Check that out and try out different ideas. Here we have something that is not just cute, but can also entertain all of the family, maybe as an adult drawing book or a child drawing book, or maybe even as an opportunity to make some cash by selling these as drawing book pages. So here we have a cute little monkey coloring book, of course, and look what a great job Midjourney is doing. Now, of course, we have to point out here that the hands here are a little bit botched, so you might want to fix that in a graphic program. But here's another hint. There are different software tools out there that can convert a JPEG into a vector image, and this works really well with these kind of coloring book pages. So you could end up, after cleaning up the file a little bit, with an actual vector file. Next, we have a minimalist line drawing portrait of a beautiful man. What I absolutely love about this style is that it is not so cramped, because sometimes less is just more. So this is pointing out the details where details are needed, like in the hair, the eyes, and the beard, but the rest is really reduced and minimalistic, and it frees up the image in a huge way. Here's another lovely style that is a bit more classic. I think we have seen this often as pictures in cafes or bars, so that could be another business opportunity for you. In this case, we have the typography art style, and you can see how beautifully the portrait of the beautiful young man is combined with these different fonts and letters here. Of course, all of that is fake text, but who's gonna read the text on a wall decoration anyways? I absolutely love that style. Have fun with that. And here we have the last style for today, paper quilling, in this case of a fantasy landscape. I love how these elements come together. I love the playful colors in here and how the different elements are created in a very smart, cute and really effective style to give you a lot of expression, but also draw you into that kind of fantasy style you really want to be there. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more styles like that for Midjourney or Stable Diffusion. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, that helps my channel a lot. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye! Oh, you're still here. So this is the end screen. There's other stuff you can watch like this or that. It's really cool. And yeah, I hope I see you soon. Leave a like if you haven't yet. And well, yeah,